when you don't have that watchful eye, they tend to go back to old patterns.
I have woken Jazz out of a dead sleep and taken the dilator and put the lubrication on it and said, here, you take this and you put it in your vagina. If not, I will.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This video is brought to you by The Tatum Store. The Tatum Store, get the merch link in the description section, put the discount code in. It's gonna pop up right at the bottom of the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here in Michigan at Michigan Tech, getting ready to do a speech tomorrow. They're protesting me, they're acting a fool, so don't worry about it. We're gonna show you film of that tomorrow, but I'm gonna rip them. I just want you to know, with respect, I'm going to rip them for trying to bully these young people at the university. Speaking of universities and speaking of young people, speaking of foolery, do y'all remember the young girl named Jennings? She transitioned when she was like 4 years old.
If someone asked me why I used to be a boy and now I'm a girl, I would say that I have a girl brain and a boy body, and I think like a girl, but I just have a boy body, and it's different than you.
Is it okay to be different?
Yes.
You like it? Because why?
It's okay to be different. It's okay to be different because it just matters who you are. It doesn't matter if you're different than anybody else. It just matters if you're having a good time and you like who you are.
And the funny thing is that they yielded this girl, they held her at high esteem as an example of what transitioning can do. They're doing the same thing to D Wade's son. They get these kids, they manipulate them into believing something is going to occur that is not going to occur. This is not the movies. It ain't what you think it's going to be. God made us this way for a reason, and trying to replicate or change genders isn't going to work out the way they tell you it's going to work out. Let me give you an example, and I believe parents like this should go to prison. Let you listen to what Jennings' mother has to say about her transitioning, because it ain't working out. Roll the clip.
But with her, I'm worried about like her mental well-being and her dilation. The minute she leaves my house, we have a dilation problem.
That is a concern. When you don't have that watchful eye, they tend to go back to old patterns.
I have woken Jazz out of a dead sleep and taken the dilator and put the lubrication on it and said, here, you take this and you put it in your vagina. If not, I will. But Jazz is bad, even when I'm home once a day. I would be so mad if she goes away to college and that thing seals up. I will wring her neck. Can you imagine? No, I can't imagine.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying not to scream. I'm in a hotel room. Dilating. I don't know if you guys understand what that means. So when you a man, you have a you know what. And if they want to turn it into a woman thing, they got to cut it. I'm going to tell the truth, because some of y'all need to know what you're going to expect. They going to peel that thing open like a banana. They cut it and they tuck it and they push it in there. Now, the thing is that the body isn't made to do that. So what happens is, if you don't keep it dilated, meaning that you don't put something in it and keep it open, then the body is going to heal itself, and it's going to close in on itself, and it's going to, pretty much try to reconnect the tissue that ain't supposed to be open like that. And what happens is, many times people have infections. It becomes, sores and stuff on it. And then if you don't put something in it and pump it up to keep it spread open, it begins to contract and begins to reheal.
Jazz has had a very difficult surgical course. She had a very incredible first surgery. It went seemingly very well, but there were problems. And that prompted a second surgery, which I was not a part of, unfortunately. Yeah, this has been a real journey, hasn't it? Mm-hmm. We knew it would be tough. It turned out tougher than any of us imagined.
Taking Jazz on as a patient for surgery, we knew it was going to be a one-of-a-kind surgery. She's one of the first to have undergone complete pubertal suppression and lack of growth of the skin and other tissues, which we rely on as surgeons to do this operation. And we don't have the experience of having said we've done 50 of these. I was just not expecting her to have a complication as severe as what she did have.
So for the rest of her life, she has to have somebody or herself dilate. See, when you're 4 years old, they don't tell you that. When you're 4 years old, you don't understand that's what it means to be a woman or create yourself as a woman. These people are ill to me. The parents are the problem. And already you can see in the videos that we played, she's having regrets.
A typical morning's breakfast.
Fast food, maybe a donut or two, and then maybe 2 bagels.
I don't judge her by that. I'm just shocked.
We're not putting butter on it right now, Jazz.
I know,
No, you need to chill right now.
No, you need to chill.
Even when we think we're doing something right, she falls off the wagon.
How much butter did you put on the pasta?
Put 1 tablespoon.
Guys,
measure it?
wait. No, that's not 1 tablespoon.
I do experience fat shaming from my family. It makes me feel really humiliated.
Come on, I need you to get up. This isn't gonna cut it at Harvard. I'm not gonna be here to get you up. At least Greg and I are around to prevent her from oversleeping. What's gonna happen when we're not around?
You got to really consider whether you could even go up to school.
As long as I get off my lazy ass, then
You keep making empty promises. You're like, I got this. I can do this. I'm gonna change.
I can tell you that it's different now because it's now or
It's
never.
not, though. It
It's
hasn't
now
been.
or never at this point.
Prove it, because you're all talk.
Oh my God.
And I wish that they would tell these young people, and this is why we always advocate that you should not transition kids like that. Give them some time to grow up, to figure out what's going on before you push them into something that cannot be reversed. You will. I hate to say this because I really am not trying to hurt people's feelings. You will never, as a biological male, you will never be a woman. As a biological woman, you will never become a man. There's no way you will become a man. There's no way you'll become a woman. There's a lot more to being a woman than put lipstick on and a wig and a dress. I want people to understand that. Because when you're a kid, that's what you think a woman is. When you're a kid, you feel like you're fulfilled as a woman if you look like a woman. But then when you get older, being married to a man as a woman is something that young women look forward to. Having children. You'll never have kids. You don't have the tools to have a kid. At least not be pregnant. Being pregnant is another thing. Experiencing what it's like to ovulate, experiencing what it's like to have a menstrual cycle. All of these things are things that make women women that you will never identify with. You hang out with your young girls, y'all talking about all this stuff, you will never experience it. And unless you pay for this crazy surgery like this one girl, you will never experience what it's like to not have a you know what. These are things that they don't tell these young women. These are the things that they don't explain when they're giving them something or making them turn into something that's so permanent. And I pray to God that the mother is held accountable for what she did to this girl. There's a whole bunch of different young people. I can go down a list of young people who are regretting transition. They did not explain it. They were too young, uninformed, and they were sold a dream that's not even true. Now, anyway, I've been here. I'm literally going to pass out if I don't eat something. But I had to make this video to just keep exposing the lie. If we don't keep exposing the lie, they're going to turn our young people into mush. So every chance I get, every time I see a situation like this, I'm going to expose the truth. Anyway, y'all like to subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this. Let me not say let's get into this. Y'all already know what to do. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, I put out 3 videos a day, so make sure you go to the playlist that says new video and watch more videos. Subscribe to this channel. Let's go, baby.